Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com. Remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. I've already made a video on the Wladimir Klitschko-Tony Thompson fight. In a nutshell, I think this fight's up for grabs. I think Tony Thompson is one of the more meaningful opponents Wladimir Klitschko has ever fought. I would encourage everyone to look at the CompuBox numbers from the first fight. They had the weigh-in a few hours ago, and it was an eye-opener. It's actually worth a video. Wladimir Klitschko weighed the heaviest of his career, 249 pounds. By contrast, Tony Thompson weighed the lightest he's weighed in 5 years, 244 pounds. I think this weigh-in is bad for Wladimir. Understand, this is going to be boxing at the highest order. This is a fight that's going to be decided on the angles, right? In the first fight, Tony Thompson had a torn meniscus. He was skillfully off at the side. Wladimir Klitschko tried to pressure him to force the issue. Thompson was still able to hold his own. It wasn't until the guys got tangled and Wladimir literally fell on Tony Thompson and Thompson hurt his knee. You see it clearly on the film, right? Thompson hurts his already injured knee. He actually had surgery after the match. It's only when Thompson couldn't move and got brave and decided to stand right in front of Wladimir instead of off to the left, right? Because Thompson is a southpaw, and, he's able to stand right over Wladimir Klitschko's left jab, and he's able to disarm it. It's only when Thompson couldn't move, got lazy, and stood right in front of Wladimir Klitschko that Klitschko was able to throw a straight right hand and take him out, right? So this fight's about angles. If you have a lighter Tony Thompson, a healthier Tony Thompson, who can actually move and who constantly can reset the angle to make sure he's not right in front of Wladimir Klitschko, he's going to be much more dangerous. Not only that, if you have a heavier Wladimir Klitschko, who can't reset the angle and who can't hunt Thompson down, you're going to have a less effective Wladimir Klitschko. I get the feeling that the Klitschko people believe, hey, we knocked him out once, we can knock him out again. I think Wladimir was hoping to just use size and power to wipe out Thompson. But understand, Thompson has studied Wladimir Klitschko. He knows that Wladimir Klitschko needs to frame his right hand. He doesn't throw the right hand as a lead, right? He's not David Hay. He needs to touch you with the left before he throws that right hand, right? And Wladimir Klitschko is not really a right hooker. He's more of a straight right hand guy. So he really does need you to be right in front of him to land that straight right hand. So I actually think that these weigh-in numbers bode badly for Wladimir Klitschko. If you're a fighter who thinks that fights where the fighters are struggling over positioning, right, might not be throwing a lot of punches, but they're struggling over positioning and they're doing things to neutralize the other guy's primary weapon, then this is the fight for you this weekend. I do expect a great fight in the Carson Jones-Kell Brook fight, but that's a little bit different than this fight. Right? This fight features two knockout artists. Don't sleep on Tony Thompson's power. Look at his record. He has a KO streak going. It features two knockout artists, a southpaw against an orthodox fighter, right? And the southpaw is going to be doing something most of the opponents of Wladimir Klitschko don't do. He's going to be neutralizing Klitschko's jab, forcing Klitschko into plan B. And keep in mind, Wladimir Klitschko is not a hunter. He's not a guy who likes to come forward to hunt you down in fights, even against smaller opponents like Eddie Chambers. It took him forever to get out of his tentative shell to actually step forward. So if Tony Thompson is able to outmaneuver Wladimir Klitschko foot speed wise, this is going to get interesting. Right? This is a live fight. I think Thompson has a chance. I like Thompson straddled against the over, even given all of the talk by both fighters that this is going to end early by KO. Emmanuel Stewart has said he expects Wladimir Klitschko to win this fight by KO by the end of the 5th round. If you're watching this fight, pay close attention to what happens if Wladimir Klitschko is unable to do so. Because keep in mind, Wladimir Klitschko this fight is carrying around more weight than he has at any time in his career. Let me also say too that if you look at the last few Wladimir Klitschko opponents, guys like Mormac, right? They don't come close, quite frankly, in ability to what Tony Thompson, a huge underdog, bigger than 10-1 underdog, is bringing in this fight. I believe this is a must-see. I believe the weigh-in is bad news for Wladimir Klitschko, who should have been lighter. Right? Let me know what you think. Leave your comments for me here online. Visit us at gamblersadvisory.com. Let's just say that I'm expecting a much better than advertised fight in the Tony Thompson versus Wladimir Klitschko matchup, even though the casinos believe that if these guys fought more than 10 times, Wladimir Klitschko would win 10 of the matches. Okay? Let me know what you think. Leave your comments for me here online, and thanks for watching.